Daniel and Amanda Negreanu's story is one of poker's most memorable. A Hall of Famer and a beloved host whose paths came together to create a life built around the game they both love. From the brightest tournament stages to the everyday grind, their journey has captured the attention of fans around the world. The question is, what does their path reveal about the bond between love, poker, and the legacy they continue to shape? Well, let's uncover it all. Daniel Negreanu's story begins in Toronto, Canada, where he discovered poker as a teenager. He was fascinated by the game, not just for the cards, for the challenge of reading people. By his early 20s, he was grinding games in Las Vegas, chasing a dream most thought was out of reach. In 1998, he broke through with his first World Series of Poker bracelet, earning the nickname Kid Poker. Over the years, that name grew into a legend. 7 wsop bracelets, 2 World Poker Tour titles, and countless deep runs later, Daniel became one of the most recognizable players in the world. His quick reads, sharp table talk, and fearless play made him stand out at every table he sat down at. And beyond the felt, he became an ambassador for the game, writing books, creating strategy content, carrying poker into the mainstream spotlight. While he was building his career on the tables, Amanda Leatherman was carving her own path into poker from a very different angle. She became a familiar face on broadcasts, working as a host and interviewer with Poker News, the World Poker Tour, and later PokerStars Big Game. Fans loved her energy, humor, and the way she made interviews feel natural. She wasn't playing hands against the legends, but she was right there with them, asking the questions viewers wanted to hear and giving fans a closer connection to the poker world. On the other hand, what made Daniel unforgettable at the tables was his personality. He became famous for talking through hands in real time, predicting his opponent's cards with the level of accuracy that left both players and fans stunned. His table talk was a weapon. He'd chat, ask questions, and read the smallest reactions, turning conversation into strategy. Fans loved watching it unfold on television. In shows like High Stakes Poker, he became the player people tuned in for, not just to see if he won, but to hear the way he broke down the action. It made poker feel alive, almost like a conversation with the audience at home. His calm confidence and humor at the table created an image that few players in the modern era could match. For Amanda, who had seen countless players through her work as a host, Daniel's ability to mix skill with personality was part of what set him apart. He was someone who made poker feel larger than life. Their paths crossed on camera plenty of times, but life pulled them in different directions. Then, in 2018, something changed. Both were in Las Vegas, and their friendship quickly turned into something more. For Daniel, who'd been through the highs and lows of poker and the personal challenges that came with them, Amanda's presence felt steady. She understood the late nights, the travel, and the unique rhythm of the poker circuit because she had lived it from the media side. For Amanda, reconnecting with Daniel wasn't about his fame or his results. It was about the person she had known for years, now in a different stage of life. By early 2019, their relationship had become public, and fans started noticing them together at events. It didn't take long before they became known as a couple across the wider community that followed the game. The chemistry between the two was easy to spot. Their conversations felt natural, filled with humor and warmth, giving fans a different side of Daniel outside the competitive grind. By the spring of 2019, their connection had gone from casual appearances to something much bigger. That May, Daniel proposed to Amanda, and only a few months later they celebrated their wedding in California.
When did you two meet? Give me the exact moment of when you all met.
2006, I think we met at a celebrity poker event at the Commerce Casino in LA for the first time. But the first time we ever hung out was Lake Tahoe same year, maybe a month later.
That was, I think it was it Lake Tahoe where I was smacking her butt with a golf club, which is so inappropriate. I mean, I just get so in trouble these days to do that. But I was just like, she was just standing there doing, and I would just like take the golf club and I was doing my practice swings and I would just smack her in the butt like that.
I mean, that's not the answer we got. Do you think that might have been the correct answer, though?
I gave you that answer as well, though. I said Lake Tahoe after.
The first time you guys hung out, but that you met at Commerce.
A celebrity tournament.
Right.
Celebrity event.
Yeah.
He doesn't remember me.
I mean,
It's
whatever.
cool.
golf club thing was a little bit
I
more
remember
memorable.
that. I remember smacking your butt.
And finally, Amanda, how many kids do you want?
Tons.
Tons.
So
Okay.
I'm
Can we get
going
a
to
specific
say
answer for the sake of the questionnaire here?
like 6.
6.
Adopting some, not just, no, I can't
Not
have
all
those.
yours. Okay.
Maybe 2 out of me.
Okay. Well, we'll accept multiple answers for Daniel. Let's see how he does. All right. How many kids does Amanda want to have?
Well, we definitely want to. I was going to say buy, but we don't call that. We say adopt now because it's inappropriate to say buy.
Sure.
Definitely acquire a
mentioned
couple
that,
children.
yes.
Have a couple. I'm going to say 4.
Okay, she said tons.
That counts as 4.
I think 4 and above is going
mean-
to work. So you passed the test. I think you know your fiance pretty well.
Yeah.
And I think you should guys should get married. How about
I
that?
think we're going to do that. You're going to come, right? You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
come to
be
the wedding.
there, yeah.
Maybe just bring your crew.
The event drew attention from across the poker world, with fellow pros, media personalities, and fans sharing their congratulations. It felt like the community was celebrating alongside them. The wedding marked a clear turning point. Daniel, already one of the most accomplished players in history, was now showing a side of his life that had nothing to do with titles or bracelets. Amanda, who'd spent years on the media side of the game, was now standing beside one of its biggest figures, not as a host or interviewer, but as a partner. Interestingly, the married life didn't take Daniel and Amanda away from the game. In fact, poker remained at the center of their world. You see, Daniel continued to chase titles on the biggest stages, while Amanda often appeared on the rail cheering him on through the highs and lows of tournament play. Fans would spot her at World Series of Poker events, standing close by as Daniel battled deep into the fields he's been part of for decades. Their presence as a couple quickly became a familiar sight across tournaments. Whether Daniel was seated at a high roller final table or preparing for another WSOP run, Amanda's encouragement was always part of the story. Together, they showed what it looks like to live the poker circuit as a team, one competing under the lights, the other bringing balance and support every step of the way. Away from the tournament halls and bright stage lights, the two have built a life that shows a softer side of poker's power couple. At home in Las Vegas, their world revolves around family routines, close friends, and their dogs, who often steal the spotlight in Daniel's vlogs. Rocky and Apollo are part of the family, and fans have come to know them almost as well as the couple themselves. Travel has also played a big part in their life together. Poker takes them around the world, but they've shared plenty of experiences outside of card rooms, from exploring new cities to enjoying quiet time back home. Amanda often brings a lighthearted touch to these moments, showing that their story isn't only about tournaments and trophies, but about the day-to-day joy of building a home together. Their love for food and cooking also makes frequent appearances in their content, with Daniel proudly sharing meals he prepares and Amanda joining in the fun. It's these glimpses beyond the felt that connect with fans on a different level. They remind people that even poker's biggest names have a life filled with laughter, routines, and small moments that matter just as much as any hand played at the table. However, poker isn't always about winning bracelets or lifting trophies. The game has stretches where even the best players struggle, and Daniel has faced plenty of those moments. With decades at the tables, he's experienced the thrill of victory and the sting of close calls. What's defined his recent years, though, is how he's faced those swings alongside Amanda. She's been there on the rail during his deep World Series of Poker runs, steady and supportive as he pushed for another bracelet. The celebrations, the near misses, the heartbreak of bust-outs, none of it has been his alone. Amanda's presence has turned those moments into shared experiences, showing fans a side of Daniel that goes far beyond chip counts. The tough stretches are where their partnership stands out most. Long days that end with no payoff, deep runs that fall just short, the inevitable swings that test even the strongest players have all been a part of Daniel's path. Amanda has stood beside him through it all, offering encouragement in ways that don't show up on a scoreboard but make a real difference. Whether in his vlogs or at live events, her presence brings balance, reminding viewers that poker isn't just about cards, rather resilience and the support systems that keep players grounded. Together, they've created a rhythm for handling both the highs and the lows. Wins are celebrated as a team, and losses are carried together. That balance has reshaped the way fans see Daniel, turning his story into more than just a list of titles. It's the journey of two people navigating the unpredictability of poker side by side, finding strength in partnership. Of course, Daniel's place in the game is already secure, With 7 World Series of Poker bracelets, 2 World Poker Tour titles, and a Hall of Fame induction, his name is etched into history. Yet what fans often highlight today is how his life with Amanda has added a deeper layer to that legacy. She too has her place in poker history. Years as a host and interviewer gave fans a closer connection to the game and the players within it. Together, the two are leaving a mark on the game's culture that will be remembered for years to come. And that's it. Now to you. If you had to choose, what's the bigger legacy? Daniel's 7 bracelets on the felt, or the partnership he and Amanda have built off it? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more amazing videos like this one.